Hello my dear students, hope you're all fine and safe at home. Watch the complete video about the Battle of Buxar.
And the chapter name is From the Trade to Territory, and the content is Battle of Buxar, which was fought on 22nd October 1764. So this battle was fought in October 1764 combinedly against the British East India Company by Mir Kasim, the Nawab of Bengal, Shuja-ud-Dawla, the Nawab of Awadh. I said Shuja-ud-Dawla, not Siraj-ud-Dawla. Shuja-ud-Dawla, the Nawab of Awadh, and Shah Alam II and the Mughal Emperor. So these three rulers together fought the Battle of Buxar against the British East India Company in the year 1764. But among all these three, who was the main rival of the British East India Company? Who was the main enemy of British East India Company? Yes, Mir Kasim, the Nawab of Bengal, and he, along with him, involved both the emperors, the Nawab of Awadh, Shuja-ud-Dawla, and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II in this battle. Now let's see the events after the Battle of Plassey. Then this means what happened after the Battle of Plassey. So after Battle of Plassey, Siraj-ud-Dawla was assassinated. Siraj-ud-Dawla was killed. See in the first image. Siraj-ud-Dawla was killed and Mir Zafar was made the Nawab. Now who is Mir Zafar? See in the second image. Okay. So after Battle of Plassey, Siraj-ud-Dawla was killed and Mir Zafar was made the Nawab of Bengal. So here is one image. This image shows us Lord Clive's meeting with Mir Zafar after the Battle of Plassey. Children, here one question arises that why did not they themselves become the Nawab? They could have made any official the Nawab of Bengal among themselves, isn't it? After defeating Siraj-ud-Dawla, but they preferred to have a puppet ruler. Why? Because the East India Company was interested in trade and not in taking over the administration, as their only motive was to trade with India and to make more and more money. So till now, company is interested in trade only. The thought of ruling over the country has not came in their mind yet. But now what happened next? Company found it difficult to work with puppet Nawabs. Now, why? Why company found it difficult to work with the puppet Nawabs? And the answer is because basic appearance of dignity and sovereignty was to be maintained, and due to this they were not as helpful as the company wanted them to be. So what this means that although the Nawab was puppet in the hand of company, but they were also burdened, or they were also having the authority, the responsibilities and the duties towards the peasants or the subjects, the people, those who are living in their kingdom, isn't it? So they have to fulfill all their responsibilities also. Now let's understand this with an example. As Mir Zafar was the puppet ruler, and as the company wanted not to pay any taxes, and suppose the company officials are also not paying the taxes, then what will happen? Then from where Mir Zafar will get the resources to run the administration, isn't it? And at this condition, even the local people will also start protesting that if the company officials are not paying taxes, then we will also not pay. So to sum up, even the puppet Nawab also has to show their dignity in front of the people. That's why puppet rulers were not as useful for the company as they thought to be. So this turned into another battle, and the name of that battle is Battle of Buxar. As we know that Mir Zafar was the puppet ruler, but at times he also protested for his subject. So when he started protesting against the company, what they did, the company deposed him and installed Mir Kasim, the son-in-law of Mir Zafar, in his place. So in this slide you can see the image of Mir Kasim, and here in the next image, the second image, you can see Mir Kasim along with his father-in-law, that is Mir Zafar. Mir Kasim. But after a time period, Mir Kasim also complained the company officials. Now let's read. Mir Kasim soon grew tired of British control and set about consolidating his power and position. To improve his finances, he tried to force the employees of the East India Company to pay duty for their private trade, which they were using to amass personal wealth. When he was unable to do so, he granted free trade to all Indians as well. This placed the Indian trades on equal footing with the company's traders. So soon what happened, Mir Kasim also found himself torn between the two, between the East India Company and the local people and the common people in his kingdom. So what he did, he in order to improve improve the finance of the financial condition of Bengal, he tried to convince the company officials to pay taxes. But as they were not agree for this, so what he did, he granted free trade to all Indians as well. He granted duty free trade to all Indians as well. So what was the result of this? That this grant placed the Indian traders on equal footing with the company traders. So the Indian traders also came equal with the company traders, and the company was not agree with this. The company was not at all agree with this, that the Indian traders should compete with them. In this image we can see Mir Kasim as granting concession to the company officials or financially helping them. So all these conflicts between the company and Mir Kasim, the Nawab of Bengal, resulted in Battle of Buxar. So Battle of Buxar, which I have already told you, this was fought in 22nd October 1764 between the British East India Company and joint forces of Mir Kasim, the Nawab of Bengal, Shuja-ud-Dawla, the Nawab of Awadh, Shah Alam II, the Mughal Emperor. So let's see the place. Where is Buxar in the map? So Buxar is a district in the state of Bihar. So this is Bihar, and Buxar is a district in Bihar. So at this place this battle was fought, and that's why it came to be known as the Battle of Buxar. One more map I want to show you here. I told you about the joint forces which fought against British East India Company in the Battle of Buxar. So which joint forces fought against British East India Company in this battle? See, this is Bengal. Okay, so from Bengal who fought? Yes, Mir Kasim. And this is Awadh. Okay, this is Awadh. And who was the emperor of Awadh? Shuja-ud-Dawla. And this was the Mughal Empire at that time, the Delhi area. Okay, so from this part, who was the emperor? Shah Alam was the emperor of Delhi. So these three territories, sorry, these three rulers together fought this battle against the British East India Company. Now, what was the result of this battle? Mir Kasim was defeated in this battle. Again, East India Company got the victory, and Mir Kasim fled from the battleground. He ran from the battleground. And again, Mir Zafar, the father-in-law of uh, Mir Kasim, was reinstalled as Nawab of Bengal. Before Mir Kasim, Mir Zafar was the Nawab of Bengal. After Mir Zafar, Mir Kasim became the Nawab of Bengal. But after his defeat in the Battle of Buxar, again Mir Zafar was reinstalled as the Nawab of Bengal by the company. Now the question arises, why? Why Mir Zafar was made Nawab again by the company? So what were the reasons behind making Mir Zafar the Nawab again? The first reason is the company wanted local ruler at the position of Nawab. And the another reason, the most important reason, was that Mir Zafar promised company to pay rupees 500,000 every month. Rupees 500,000, that means 5 lakh rupees every month. Even at present also this is a huge amount, isn't it? So you can imagine that in 18th century what was the value of rupees 5 lakh which the company will get every month from Mir Zafar. As we know that East India Company, which came to India to mint coin, easily became agree on the proposal, and thus Mir Zafar was again given the position of Nawab of Bengal. Now the question arises that was the East India Company satisfied with this? And the answer is no. East India Company was not satisfied with this also. The company still wanted more and more money. Students, these are all the incidents which had happened after the Battle of Buxar. So we are studying even after events after Battle of Buxar. So by the time Mir Zafar died in 1764. Mir Zafar died in the year 1765, in the next year after the Battle of Buxar. So he died in 1765, and the mood of the company had changed now. Now the company came to the decision, no more puppet Nawabs. Now the company got fed up by the process of uninstalling and reinstalling of Nawabs. They came to the point that no more puppet Nawabs now. Hence, Robert Clive declared that we must indeed become Nawab ourselves. Now the company has decided to become Nawab themselves. Okay, the company officials will become Nawabs now. So this content we'll see in the next video. Now let's have a quick review of what we learned in this video lecture. After Battle of Plassey, Siraj-ud-Dawla was assassinated and Mir Zafar was made the puppet Nawab by the company. Company found it difficult to work with puppet Nawabs also, because basic appearance of dignity and sovereignty was to be maintained, and due to this they were not as helpful as the company wanted them to be. Mir Zafar was the puppet ruler, but at times he also protested for his subjects. So the company deposted him and installed Mir Kasim, son-in-law of Mir Zafar, in the place of Nawab. So now Mir Kasim became the Nawab of Bengal. Mir Kasim also complained the company officials, which resulted in the famous Battle of Buxar, which was fought in the year 1764. The Battle of Buxar was fought between the British East India Company and the joint forces of Mir Kasim, the Nawab of Bengal, Shuja-ud-Dawla, the Nawab of Awadh, and Shah Alam II, the Mughal emperor. This battle is fought at the place known as Buxar. Buxar is a district in the state of Bihar. What was the result of this battle? The result of this battle was Mir Kasim was defeated in the battle by the company and he fled from the battleground. After him, again, Mir Zafar was made Nawab of Bengal. And the reasons behind making Mir Zafar the Nawab of Bengal again were the company wanted a local ruler at the position of Nawab, as well as Mir Zafar promised company to pay 5 lakh rupees every month for this. So the company easily became agree on this proposal and thus Mir Zafar was again given the position of Nawab of Bengal. So the next year after the Battle of Buxar, that means in 1765, Mir Zafar died and thus the mood of the company changed now. They came to the point that no more puppet nawabs. And thus Robert Clive declared, we must indeed become nawabs ourselves. So this was all that we learned in this video lecture. Now, in the next video lecture, we'll come to know that how the company officials became nawabs.